And here we are.
Once again.
Hi, Julia.
Hey, Jeff.
Here we are.
How's your
Back
Wednesday?
at it as a Wednesday. Hopefully we're going to do a show yesterday, but we got bumped because we had something else streaming, so we had to wait till today.
Yeah.
I maneuvered my mic a little bit, and it's, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We're going to see, yeah.
So
see
anyway.
if we can hear you better. We both said we're nervous. We don't know why.
Okay.
We haven't done it in a while.
After hours streaming live on Facebook, but you can also get us on the KSN Plus app, which you can download on your Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. Along with this podcast on KSN Plus, you will also get other unique programs that are produced and only available on KSN Plus. So if you'd like to learn how to download KSN Plus, we've got it on our website at ksn.com.
There is also a link to it on Facebook when you click on this video as well.
It's not an app for your phone. It's for your television.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been a couple days.
It has, and forgive me for moving this mic around.
You got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
What'd you do this weekend?
That's right. Weekend. I had a cool experience in Wichita, and I again, this mic's bothering me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. Really cool. I had a date night with my wife. We went to the Dinner Detective.
And this was a birthday
show.
gift for her, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I booked it a long time ago, and then finally we had the weekend open to do it, and it was and it's great. And I'm not giving them a plug. Nobody's paying me, you know.
Not yet.
But it was a fun experience. It's called The Dinner Detective, and essentially it's a play. It's a murder mystery. You have to solve a murder, and it's a 3-act play, and they give you clues throughout the dinner. There's not a stage. They conduct this play around you. So they're and a lot of it's improv, but there's obviously a script. I mean, they were following a
They know what's supposed to happen, but it's improv to get you from point A to
And
point
they were
B.
great. They were really talented. They were great. And they embed, I'm going to go on and on about this, but they also embed actors in the crowd that are part of but you don't know. And there were 2 actors at my table. I had no idea that were part of the ruse. And anyway, and they give you clues. And then you have to use the clues to solve the murder. And then they ask you, you get a sheet and you fill out who you thought killed the person and then the why. You have to have the motive too. And then the winner gets a prize. It was great. And they serve you dinner and yada, yada.
You're a tough critic. So when you came back and I said, how was it? And you said, amazing.
Yeah, it's good. I had a great time. I mean, it was fun. My wife had a good time. She's really into murder.
Yeah, better not be.
And serial killers and crime and violence. And maybe I should take another look at my wife.
No.
Anyway, but she's really into like CSI stuff. She's a big CSI person. And I think in another life or another career, she would have been a great detective because she really does pick up. She picks up on clues. We go for nature walks sometimes, and it is her hope that she'll find a body on the nature walk. It's not my hope, but
it always happens to somebody, right?
Yeah. So
you find it.
Anyway, and then
maybe you do need to take another look
I said,
at Stephanie.
if you find the body, I don't know if that would be in the best interest of the investigators because I think my wife would go down and like poke around the crime scene for a little bit to try to figure it out herself before calling in the pros. But I don't know that for a fact. Maybe she would. Maybe she wouldn't.
I got to talk to Stephanie. That's an interesting desire.
So what did you do? I hate talking about myself.
Let's backtrack because you said something that was interesting about the dinner date.
Yeah.
Your wife also chimed in and said detective dinner was great. So that's an honest opinion from her.
Yeah, it's really fun. And they do it. You can go online and find out when they do it. They change the script every 4 months.
Yeah.
And it's not big. I think there were, I don't know, there might have been 50 people, 100 people, maybe. Maybe that's too many. No, it wasn't that many. 40 people. My wife can chime in. I'm not good at judging her, but that's great. It's because they force you to socialize with everybody.
That was what I was going to bring up.
You are a detective, so you interrogate other people before the play starts. And so it forces you to be social, to meet new people, And it's
That was
it's
what
really
I thought
cool.
was cool. That you said you walked away and you knew everybody at your table.
Well,
And I
not
think
their real
that's
names.
hard.
Not their real names.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go in with a fake name, so nobody knew who I was.
What was your name? Oh, okay. Nobody at the table knew who he was.
Nick.
I believe that.
I was Nick Stokes,
Okay.
who was a character on CSI Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And my wife was Catherine Willows, who was also a character on CSI Las Vegas. But there was like a Ted Bundy in the room, and you can be any. They tell you don't put your real name, put any name, and then you go in there with like a story, however you want. You can, because
What
they
was your
ask you.
story?
Well, I didn't really have one. They ask you questions like the interrogator, like the rest of the people
so you
would
can
be
make
like,
up anything that you want.
you don't have to be honest.
Yeah.
And the questions are kind of benign, but it's so you can figure out who the actors are. They want you to figure out who's pretending.
Did you know who was
No,
pretending
I had
at your table?
no. I had some suspicions on one woman.
Yeah.
But there was another woman that I had no idea.
And then was she
turned-
real? Like, was she not an actor? The one that you
no.
had suspicion on?
No, they were both, I think, part of the troupe.
Oh, okay.
But I think they do
Yeah.
it part-time. I don't think that this is a full-time gig. And maybe it is. But they were really talented and really funny. And everybody had a great time. And I would recommend it if you want to go do something.
You did tell me, you said you would love it.
You would love it.
Which I don't know why, so I'm curious to do it and then see why I would love it.
Lisa Teachman would love it.
Why would we love it?
I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like something you would really like because the people were really nice and you're very social. And the crowd was, everybody that goes was really into it. So
Okay.
there were really,
I do like things with buy-in, and I do like nice people.
there you go.
the
That's
mean
how I
people
figured
I
you
don't
like it.
like.
What did you do this
Yeah.
weekend? I'm being curious because I actually really don't know what you did.
This weekend, every couple weeks, I do. I make sure that I have nothing planned, and then I clean, which sounds so lame.
Okay.
But there is something about getting your house clean from top to bottom. It's a refresh. So I bring out the leaf blower and I completely redo the patio. And I've mentioned it before. I bought my house on FaceTime, so I have white carpets. So I clean those top to bottom, and then
Stand by. We got to rewind. You bought your house on FaceTime.
I did.
What does that mean?
It was in like the COVID era.
Okay.
And so it was 2021 I moved here. And I moved from Washington State, and I had about 30 days. I had a little over 30 days to get here.
Okay.
And so I said, my uncle is a broker in Phoenix, so he hooked me up with a realtor here who was so phenomenal. And on FaceTime would go to these different homes and would describe smells and explain
Okay.
what the neighbors, what was outside.
That's good.
A great realtor.
Smelling. You have to smell stuff. That's smart.
There was one that he said it smells wet. And so there was another house that he went into, and he said, well, it's interesting across the street in the parking lot. There's a business across the street. So this poor man ran across the street to FaceTime and show me the parking lot. So I'm indebted to him. He was a great realtor and still friends now.
Purchase the home without actually going inside the home.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got to see it before I signed, but
okay.
It was the day before.
Gotcha.
I wasn't backing out.
So you took what you do, you don't schedule anything and then you just go at it with the leaf blower.
Yes.
That's essentially it. You just crank it up and then the whole house.
I wash the carpets and I wash the walls.
You wash the carpets?
Yeah, because they're white.
So what do you
So I have a carpet cleaner.
Oh,
and
cool.
I do think, so here's an interesting thing. I do, and you're married, I'm not married, but I do think people in their relationships, right? There's always something, and chime in if this is you, there's always something that maybe my aunt and uncle, when they were first dating, she said, I'll throw your clothes in the wash. Well, there was a pen in one of the clothes and it turned his clothes a different color and he got mad. And so to this day, 30 years later, she still does not do his laundry because he got mad.
Right.
So my boyfriend, a week before had said, I was at work and he said, hey, I know that you love, my family, by the way, said, don't tell this story.
So
I'm
we're
telling
getting
it anyway.
Oh, here we go.
But here's the deal. They said, don't tell this story because it has to do with underwear.
So this is good because it takes a lot for them to tell you to not. They push, even when the stories that you might disclose on this podcast are borderline.
Like they're personal
Like
for us.
your family's like, tell it,
Yeah.
tell it. So for them to tell you not to tell this one, and the fact that you're telling it,
Anyway,
I'm anticipating something here.
we're going to see if there's regret. Well, here's the thing. It has to do with underwear. I already told an underwear story. They're like, don't be the underwear person. And
Okay.
here's the deal. This is what's happening in my life. I didn't choose the underwear stories. They chose me. So this is where we're at.
Clearly.
But he, I was at work and he said, hey, I know vacuuming, like that takes a lot of stress off me. And he's allergic to my dog. And so he had said, hey, I vacuumed the house while you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to like empty the vacuum. So it's full, but just know that. So over the weekend, I knew, okay, I've got to do the carpet. So I went to vacuum, but I had to empty out the canister. And so I empty it out and there's a whole underwear in there. In the filter. How do you vacuum up a whole thing of underwear and not realize that?
How does this opens up a lot of. First of all, what kind of vacuum do you have?
Great
That's an
one, apparently.
incredible vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Also not a plug for vacuum cleaners.
How do you not? Yeah, how do you not know that you're sucking up a piece of clothing?
That's my thing, right? Wouldn't you notice that? And it's on the ground, so wouldn't you notice you suck it up? He didn't say a word. So here's the kicker. I don't tell him. He watches a lot of the podcasts, so we'll see if he texts me and says,
all right.
I didn't know. But as I'm emptying out the vacuum cleaner and I find that in there, I said, not me. I said, I want him to vacuum as long as he will. And so I'm thinking about my uncle who now, his wife has never done his laundry for 30 years. And I thought, I'm not going to do it.
And a bonus is you don't even have to pick up your clothes.
Yeah, it'll just vacuum it right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I got all the carpets cleaned and I got the walls washed and I got all of that.
Oh, you washed the walls too. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
power
good.
clean it.
Okay. And that's what you did last weekend.
That's what I did over the weekend, which I loved. Karina said that she went on a date night with her husband celebrating a promotion. Congratulations.
Congratulations, husband of Karina.
Yes. And then your wife said, I would not touch a dead body. Have access to all the facts first.
Okay. Sure.
Dustin said that would be cool to have fans tell their stories. Chime in, Dustin. We'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Talk about how I'm awesome. Bradley said that. Karina said, gotta have a clean house. Let's see. And Corey had a question for you. What's your favorite dinner in Wichita?
Man, that's a good question. Oh man. That's one thing you learn about me is I just had this conversation. I don't get out much.
Yeah.
And I used to, but I don't much anymore. And so I don't really have a favorite dinner spot, which is sad. I wish I did. I enjoy a lot of, when we do go out, I enjoy it. I don't have a favorite place.
Do you cook or does Stephanie cook?
We both cook. She's a great cook.
Yeah.
I just get it done.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the most, my stuff doesn't taste, I don't add like a lot of flavor, but I'll get it done. But she's very good at like doing dishes that I would never even knew existed.
This is full circle though. It goes back to that concept of like, even if she's not a good cook, you can't say that because you want her to still cook.
No. I would. She'd be the first to tell you if she wasn't. I think she doesn't give herself enough credit for being a very good cook.
Yeah.
But she had to cook a lot when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And it stuck with her, and
That's great. That's a great skill.
But we don't really cook a lot either. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Our lifestyles are,
You're busy, you're on the go.
Night side, and you do this second shift stuff, and there's not a lot of time in our industry to sit down and have a dinner on a Tuesday with your.
And she's on the opposite shift. She's
she does,
early mornings.
She does. Yeah, super early.
Yeah. Rochelle said a shop vac, which it was not. I will say it was a shark.
It could be a shop vac.
I do have a shop vac, and that did come out to clean the patio, but it was not. That one I wouldn't have been as surprised. I was not horrified, but shocked that it came out. I did get validation. Washing the walls is extra. That was Kevin, not Rochelle, that commented shop vac. It was not a.
I'm not even sure a shop vac could. You'd still know. Like
That's
if
what
you
I
had a
mean.
shop vac and you got like some undies, like you'd know because I
Yeah.
don't think the machine would I mean, it lets you know.
But also, if you're paying attention, you would know you like sucked up an item of clothing.
That's true.
I'm not questioning it. I'm fine with it. The carpets were clean and vacuumed, and that was all I cared about.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah. So you did that on Saturday.
I did.
You went to the dinner, and then.
Don't.
I completely forgot
Sunday.
you did other stuff.
I did other stuff too. I did.
He said, "Don't." I
Oh,
shared
no,
about
no,
the underwear.
that's fine. Yeah. I don't, no, Sunday we had a good day, and I sold a bass boat
Oh yeah.
to my son's friend, and they're going to redo it and make it cool.
And is he excited about that? He's young, right?
The guy I sold it to is young relative to me.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he's 19 or 20.
Oh.
But yeah, so he's sold a bass boat, and that's what I did Sunday. Sold a boat.
But that's fun for someone to buy the boat, fix it up.
Oh,
I
he's
know you've
excited.
had this boat for a long time
Yeah,
and
it's
have
okay.
looked at selling it.
Uh-huh. I've wanted to, yeah. And went to a great kid who is, I remember when I got my first bass boat, went into it with my brother. We bought this boat together. We were young.
Was it that boat that you bought?
No,
Okay.
no. This is again 30 years ago. I mean, 30 years ago, I bought this boat, bass boat with my brother, and it broke like the second day.
That's
Like it just like the motor blew up, and I that was like my first experience of like
owning a boat.
buying trash boats.
Yeah.
Like don't. A friend of mine gave me great advice several years ago. He said, always buy a new boat. And I said, well, why? I mean, the cost. And he's like, because you're not buying anybody else's problem. I mean, you're
Yeah.
buying your own problem when you buy a new boat. And so there's a lot to be said. Those of you that are listening or watching, if you bought, back in the day, it used to be called a Craigslist boat or now it's marketplace boat. And it's just there's a lot of trash out
Yeah.
there, and you have to just be careful that you don't buy garbage. And my brother and I, unfortunately, learned a hard lesson. I think we bought that boat for $2,000, and we split it. And I didn't have a lot of money. And then, I think it was like the week later. It was like 2 days, and then the motor blew up, and that was it. Like,
But what a lesson.
that was it. Like it's gone. And so we had to. I think we gave that thing away for like $500 to somebody.
I think that was good advice from your friend. I'm going to give you my advice.
Okay.
My unsolicited boat advice. Because I do have boat advice.
Okay.
You don't have to own a boat. You just have to have a friend
That has
who
a boat.
owns a boat
And a hot tub and a pool
and an RV.
An RV.
The boat is the only one that I'm a believer on that. I had a friend in Washington State, and he had a boat, and we went boating throughout the entire summer. And I worked the morning shift at the time, and so we'd go out to the Columbia, and then he would drop me off at the boat dock at 6 p.m. because that was what time I had to go home. So I never had to help get the boat out of the
Boom.
water. I'd never had to do anything.
That's key.
Yeah,
That's good.
So I think that's better boat advice.
But these are fishing boats, though, so it's a little different. I like to use my boat to fish out of. It's not like I'm not pleasure cruising, just like fishing.
Yeah, well, I never fished.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Boats are a little different. So
Yeah.
I'd like friends that have those really fancy boats. I'll get on those. Those are neat. But I want my own fishing boat.
Yeah.
Fishing boats are kind of personal.
I like that as we develop this podcast, right? We're building it with viewers because the questions, I really like the questions coming in. So first of all, someone said 30 years ago, how old is Jeff?
I am 49 years old.
Oh, you just here.
I'm not going to. I am. That's how old I am. I was born in 1976.
Wow.
The big 4-9er.
And also,
And I look every bit of it.
no, but we are going to have a big 50th birthday celebration on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
Yeah, it is.
Little
A
V-Day.
Valentine's Day, baby.
Little Valentine's Day. Yeah.
And somebody else said, how many boats have you owned?
Who said that?
I'm not saying.
This is my wife, right? Nah. 7. I don't know. I don't. She'll tell. I unfortunately don't keep them very long, and I hate that
Yeah.
because it's like
How do you build the memes if you just sell them?
the memes are
Yeah.
all from selling them. I just love watching it go down the street on somebody else's car. Bye. Good luck. I hope it doesn't break. So yeah,
That's
and several boats.
If I
Fishing boats.
need to buy a boat, then I know you're going to have
I always seem to have a boat, and I'm always giving good deals.
that. And you give good deals?
I do. I gave. I don't listen. This is a true story. When my brother and I got hosed on that boat.
Yeah.
That guy that sold it to us knew that the lower unit in the motor was bad.
So now you get hosed every time you sell a boat?
No, I make sure. I make sure that whoever buys a boat from me is getting exactly what they're paying for.
So
and I'm not.
You get hosed on it, but they get a deal.
I'm just saying I buy right and then I sell it right because I don't want anyone. There is nothing worse than buying a boat for your family and you take your family out and you put the boat in and it doesn't work. That is a nightmare for and I often think it's cool, like young families, couples with a couple of little kids, and they want to go kill some time at Cheney or a local lake. I mean, you don't want to contribute to their terrible day. You want to make sure they got something that works and is going to be reliable. So I may make sure I tell them exactly what's wrong with the boat.
That's good.
Yeah, and I don't overprice it. I price it with what I think is fair. And
when I buy a boat, I'm going to buy one from you.
Okay. And also, my dad, who was passed away a couple of years ago, he was a outboard motor mechanic in his retirement years. So he was really good at servicing older boat motors that newer boat dealers won't work on. And so I learned a lot from him. Not enough to fix everything, but enough to get things going if I need to get stuff going.
Oh yeah, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I do go for home improvement stuff. You're very handy. You can fix most things.
Yeah, I screw things up a lot. I wouldn't say I'm handy. I would say that
You're more knowledgeable than I am in home ownership. We talked about hobbies the other day, and I said home ownership. It takes up a lot of my time. I'm over there scrubbing my walls.
I just envision you at home. You get home at night and you just immediately just sponge the walls, and you're leaf blowing the living room, and you're.
I am a little bit type A in that. And you know me, I feel like at work where sometimes I'm type A, but I'm very, type B where I want to have a good time and whatever.
Yeah.
But at home, I have all of my water bottles in the refrigerator. They all labels facing all the cans are lined up. Everything is organized. All the Tupperware is stacked.
Starting to make sense now. I'm starting to understand a little bit more. No, that's good. I like this organization and
a
little OCD in you a little bit.
For sure. And I want those white carpets to be pristine. I vacuum multiple times a week. But I would say that's a hobby. I love to clean.
Okay.
And then don't you feel good after you clean?
Yeah. Feel great.
That's what I love. That's my favorite feeling in the world.
Nothing better than just getting a good cleanings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lyle said trade the boat for a Harley.
Oh, gosh, I wish I could, but my biking days are over.
Did you ever have biking days?
When I was a kid, yeah. My family's a big motorcycle family,
and
I'm like the only dude in our family that didn't get into motorcycles.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Everybody else did.
We cover a lot of stuff.
Never did.
I don't think motorcycle riding is in your future.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No. I like cars and boats.
Karina said, gotta learn somehow. So I think thinking about the boat, all the maintenance. I mean, there's a lot of life lessons in a boat.
And now everybody is a YouTube expert.
Mechanic, yeah.
And so, which is just come on, y'all got to know your limitations. See, that's the problem with YouTube is at least I know my limitations. I'll get to a point where okay, I could YouTube this, but I'm still not qualified.
Oh yeah, but I do things every day that I'm like, should I be doing this?
If you get on the YouTube video to learn how to do something like a home improvement YouTube video, I always look at how long the video is.
Oh, like 18 minutes.
If it's 18 minutes, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to tackle this.
Yeah, and that's going to take me 14 business.
Oh, God. But if it's like a 3-minute video, I'm like, I have a shot. I got a shot. I could maybe fix this. 18 minutes, I'm out. I'm not even going to watch the video. like, no chance.
I will go through like the any aisle in like the Home Depot, and I'm like, this is it. I can do it. And then I'll spend like an hour, and I'm like, I can't do it.
There's just no way. I look at all that home improvement stuff, and you got buddies that come over and like, oh, you should just retile this yourself. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to retile anything. Like, what do you mean? I got a tile saw.
Yeah.
Use it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't
can do
want to do
anything
that.
but electrical work.
I can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do plumbing.
Yeah.
Anywho.
My sister's an architect, and so like her skill set is just top notch.
Cool.
And I don't pretend that mine is the same, but my dad.
You have your family's they're very self-sufficient. Like seems like they take care of themselves fairly well without branching out into like, help.
So here's the thing. I know my family's watching right now.
Okay.
So I got to be careful. So my dad is so great. He will say, build me a list when I come into town, a home improvement list, and he'll go through the entire list, and he'll do everything on that list that I need.
Okay.
Which is great. It always costs me more money than I think it's going to cost, but he does everything on the list. And he did my medicine cabinets in my bathroom. And my mom said, you have to redo those. And I went in, and to this day, he brought it up. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He said, well, you didn't like my medicine cabinets. And I said, I didn't like your medicine cabinets because they didn't close. So my sister is so handy, and she can do any project. And my dad thinks that he has that skill. And so he will question, why did you make me redo the medicine cabinets? They have to close. You have to put them back in the condition that you found them in or better. So, but I love the help, and I am so grateful.
Are you still going to? Yeah, go ahead. Come on. You have a few more minutes to suck up to the family so they'll keep doing all your to-do list.
Yeah, you can still do the medicine cabinet.
We got like 4 minutes here. Yeah. I'm so grateful.
Yeah. See, but I think that goes back into like you don't want to complain because you want people to still help, and you got to be careful. You got to be tactful, right?
What is it? There's a saying for that. Like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
A gift horse?
Have you ever heard that?
Not once.
If someone gives you a horse, it's not polite if they give you a free horse, it's not polite to look it in the mouth to see if it's healthy.
Yeah.
Because it's a free horse. There's a saying. It's never look a gift horse in the, what was it again?
Never look a,
gift horse in the mouth.
Added some things, a free gift horse in the mouth.
Never look. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can help me out. That's a saying.
But
I'm going to make sure that is.
Saying, right?
Never look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what it is.
Yeah, but do you know the second part of the saying? Never look a gift horse in the mouth, unless the medicine cabinets don't shut.
Okay, or there's underwear in your vacuum. Yeah. Those are the two gift horse mouth. Okay, so let me just thank you, Google. One should not be overly critical or ungrateful when receiving a gift or something offered for free. Oh. So that would be. You should have just let the medicine cabinets be. Yeah. But you can't, because that's not in your nature.
Which is funny, and here's where we might end this.
We're going to end it here in a minute.
So 7 boats, right? We're going to circle back to the 7 boats.
You know what we're going to do? I'm going to count. Let me think about it, and then tomorrow I'll figure out how many boats I've actually owned. It might be more than 7.
I like the fuel to the fire. You could be retired if you didn't have 7 boats.
No, they're all like $800 boats, guys. It's not. I'm not dealing in like high quality stuff here.
Yachts.
It's all trash.
If
I buy garbage.
See a yacht on Eureka
There's
Lake.
No yacht.
You know who it belongs
to.
to.
Well, it might be. If I could pick up a yacht for like $1,500, I'll do it. But that's about my limit to my boat.
Your boat
budget. Yeah.
Watch Chris fix for your car problems at your own risk.
Do what?
That was a comment. Watch Chris fix for car problems.
Yes,
at
Chris.
Your own risk.
Right. Got you. Yeah, that's one of the YouTube guys. Okay. Anything else before we call it a day?
No, but we're probably still going to talk about boats once we get off this.
Is that what we're going to do tomorrow? Boats. What are we doing tomorrow? Yeah, you can tell us in 15 seconds.
If I can get it loaded, it's loading. Let's see. We had talked about doing what are you good at?
Right.
But we wanted to follow that with what are you bad at?
And then maybe some workout routines, like stay in shape. Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Did a story today about an 86-year-old basketball player.
Star.
And she's good. Yeah. And like kind of inspired me, like I should just keep moving. Work out these soft bones. And,
did it inspire you to keep moving?
It inspired me to keep moving.
Chime in if you have a topic you want us to hit on tomorrow.
Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you tomorrow.